Welcome, dear friends. It's wonderful to be with you on this, the 10th day of the fast. I bring you warmest Baha'i greetings from the Baha'is of London, Ontario, in Canada. This message is being recorded in the middle of February, and we have been blessed with about 30 centimeters of snow overnight. And today the sun is shining, so the fresh fallen snow is glistening, an almost surreal and beautiful sight to view from the comfort of a nice warm home. But for you now, at the halfway point in the fast, spring is just around the corner, and with it all the great things that spring brings. I'd like to share with you today a quote from Baha'u'llah on the theme of humility. I chuckled a bit when I discovered this was our theme for today, because as many of my friends would be happy to point out, humility is not one of my strong points. So in sharing this quote with you, I stand to learn as much as anyone. Perhaps admitting that I lack humility is a first step to actually attaining some of this quality. This is the quote. O children of men, know ye not why we created you all from the same dust? That no one should exalt himself over the other. Ponder at all times in your hearts how ye were created. Since we have created you all from one same substance, it is incumbent on you to be even as one soul, to walk with the same feet, eat with the same mouth, and dwell in the same land, that from your inmost being, by your deeds and actions, the signs of oneness and the essence of detachment may be made manifest. Such is my counsel to you, O concourse of light. Heed ye this counsel, that ye may obtain the fruit of holiness from the tree of wondrous glory. We would like to share with you today the story of a dedicated young woman named Marie Ciocca, who made a significant and sacrificial contribution to the Baha'i faith. This is her story.
Marie Ciocca, a Knight of Baha'u'llah for Sardinia, arrived in Cagliari on November 3, 1953, answering a sacred call with courage and conviction. At just 24 years old, she left her homeland of America to journey to an unfamiliar island, dedicating her life to spreading the light of the Baha'i faith in a land where it was unknown. Our guardian has said that Americans should go to all the virgin territories of the world. In an effort to find my goal, I'm considering the Virgin Territories of Italy because my parents were born there. Although I do not speak the language fluently, I studied it in school for a number of years and can learn it quite easily. My parents are Roman Catholics, and this could help me. I am single, 24 years old, and experienced in office work. This was the spirit of her pioneering mission: humble, selfless, and unwavering. As she stepped off the boat into Cagliari, she was alone, but her heart was filled with faith and purpose. Her first act in this new city was a simple but profound gesture. She took a long walk, found a bench overlooking the city, and prayed. I sat on a park bench and recited the greatest name and who is there to remove difficulties except God. I wished someone would sit next to me so I could say, "This is the first one." She prayed for the people, for their hearts to awaken to the message she carried. Her journey had begun. Once she secured a small home, Marie set to work. She organized gatherings, and with a heart full of kindness, befriended as many people as she could. Inspired by her experiences in Philadelphia, she dreamed of creating a community, a circle of love and sincerity, united by spiritual ideals. She shared books, copied prayers by hand onto cards, and gave them to anyone willing to listen. Her desire became true. Her home became a sanctuary, a place of prayer, study, and joyous gatherings. She adorned her modest table with fresh flowers and handwrote sacred verses for children, hoping to plant seeds of love and faith in young hearts. She had a special connection with children, many of whom fondly remember her as Miss Mary, their kind and patient English teacher. But her path was not easy. A young, single woman in a traditional and conservative society, she faced prejudice, slander, and betrayal. The challenges only deepened her resolve. It was certainly unusual for a young woman to live alone, let alone a foreigner, and an American, no less, in a city like Cagliari. Her presence could not go unnoticed. Every gaze lingered on her, every voice whispered, so much so that the chief of police, suspicious, decided to station a spy outside her door. What was an American woman doing there, all by herself? And why were there always children and adults going in and out of her house with smiles on their faces, lighthearted and almost carefree? Curiosity consumed him. In the end, he could no longer hold back and summoned her to the station. Marie appeared with a mix of pride and trepidation. She explained her reasons, speaking from the heart with a steady voice, letting the passion that drove her shine through. The chief of police, who had initially regarded her with distrust, now listened with growing interest. When she finished her story, he leaned slightly toward her, and with a smile that softened his stern demeanor, he asked, "May I send my children to take lessons with you as well?" For 14 long years, she prayed, taught, and waited before the first soul in Sardinia embraced the Baha'i faith, until finally in 1966, the first harvest was gathered when Mrs. Livia Pargentino became the first Sardinian to accept the faith. At long last, the reward for 14 years of devoted, diligent, steadfast service. Other declarations soon followed, and a group was established in Cagliari. She was further blessed in the meantime through the bounty of her pilgrimage to the World Center, her marriage, and the birth of her 2 children. Marie's happiness was complete. The seed had become a firmly rooted tree. Marie's vision was not confined to Cagliari. With her husband, she traveled across Sardinia, often with few resources, but abundant determination. She believed every soul on the island deserved to know about the Baha'i faith. She spoke to teachers, workers, students, and scholars alike, always striving to connect hearts to higher principles. But unknown to those who loved her, Marie was already preparing to wing her flight to the Abba Kingdom. Marie's time on earth was brief, but her impact was profound. When she passed away, she left a legacy of love and devotion. Her final resting place in Cagliari bears an image of her journey from the shores of America to Sardinia, a testament to her unwavering dedication.
Friends, it has been a real joy to have the opportunity to be with you today and to share some writings and this amazing story of Marie Ciocca. As you proceed to the last half of the fast, I sincerely wish you well in that. The fast is such a unique experience that we, as Baha'is, get to partake in. So truly, I wish you well in this time, and have a great day. Thank you.
Seguito il tuo profumo per le strade di Shiraz fino al porto di Bushir e sopra un mare tempestoso in un fragile vascello a vela. Nel deserto dell'Hijaz, fra i tappeti di Sfahan, dal castello di Maku al castello di Shirik, la montagna solitaria, la montagna dolorosa. Nella piazza di Tabriz, sospeso ad una fune, finalmente unito a te, il mio viso sul tuo petto, a proteggere il tuo cuore dai proiettili dell'odio. E che voglio stare, e qui, sì, è qui, che voglio stare tra i giardini del Carmelo, nel più eccelso paradiso. Sento ancora il tuo profumo fra le case di Teheran, nel villaggio di Takur, luce del Manzidara, nella fetida prigione tetrea oscura del Siacià. Vibra un canto di speranza che innalziamo insieme a te. Dio solo è sufficiente a me, a tutto basta in vero. Dio solo è sufficiente a me, a tutto basta in vero. E qui, che voglio stare. E qui, sì, è qui, che voglio stare, incatenato a te, incatenato a te, per sempre. giardino di Resva, poi a Costantinopoli, Adrianopoli e infine a Cannes, nel palazzo di Bagi, il sole di Baha e tra